Our heated glass systems, and I don't even like to call them heated glass systems anymore, it's more of an energized transparent insulation product that we're utilizing in the commercial and the residential and institutional industries, where we're able to take projects. I don't know if you can see behind me or not, but I just motioned to a building that is very historical in nature. It's the Fort Pitt Museum. We're going to utilize our glass in that building to create a condensation-free zone. Our product is typically used for warming the glass surface over the wall surface so that it becomes more of an insulation factor than a heater, right? We can actually fry an egg on our glass if we want, all right? But we don't want, because somebody else does that. You know, it's called a stove, okay? So we like to warm our glass up just beyond 70, 75 to 80 degrees, thereby creating a thermal barrier at that window pane. We actually utilize the same window surfaces, glass surfaces that are used in typical makeup for just about any window that's out there today. We use low E glass. We also use clear glass. Whatever glass makeup you would have on the exterior, you can keep that. The interior glass is going to be low E, and then we're going to add our own process to that and electrify it through some wires. The most beneficial aspect of our glass is that you're going to be able to keep the energy that is on the inside of the building on the inside of the building. The installation process for our glass is nearly the same installation process for a standard piece of glass, since we're using the same type of materials. The only additional thing that has to come into play is we have a couple wires that you're going to have, along with some control issues. But that could be looked at as the same thing that you would see with a security system. The original business that we had with insulated glass was actually called Green Heat. And part of that was because it is a sustainable energy type product. I'm not so sure that it comes into lead points, all right? But we collaborate with other type of building products like solar, wind, and the actual energy efficient control systems out there. So it is a sustainable material. When you look at the cost of our products, you're going to find that we're not that much more costly than a normal piece of glass, because we are using the same type of materials. But the big offset is the fact that you're keeping the energy in the home or the business or the museum or the institution. So now when you look at the return on investment, we actually have some commercial applications that have called us liars, because we told them 2 to 3 years for a return on investment. They called us up this past spring after our harshest winter in years and said, look, you guys lied to us. We've already made enough money on the savings of our energy this season alone to pay for the glass. One of the things that I looked at whenever we first started developing our glass and our transparent insulation was the fact that we were using about 6 to 10 cords of wood a year, and also 2 to 3 tankfuls of fuel oil, all right? And I looked at Frank and I said, look, if this is going to be put in somebody's home, all right, and I'm going to put my name to it, I'm going to be the first one that it goes into. So since 2008, 2009 season, we've heated our 3,000 square foot up with nothing but windows and floor mats, and you know, we've had the same response from other people that walk through the home, that really you're heating your house up with windows. And I look at them in February when they come in, and I say, yes, and by the way, most of them are off now because we've been radiantly heating for the entire season. So when it gets colder in February and late January, we actually have to turn our windows down because the house is completely warm. Our Be Warm window model for business this year is to take the Pittsburgh region and develop the marketplace here in the downtown Pittsburgh and metropolitan area, completely solidify our install processes with the people that have been here for years, like 20, 30 years. We've got buildings all around Pittsburgh now. In fact, to my left, there's a building that overlooks the Fort Pitt project that we're doing. We have glass up in those residences. We've got glass on several different mountains here in the Pittsburgh region. Manufacturing is currently taking place in the Pittsburgh region, but over the next 24 to 36 months, we do anticipate partnering up with 5 other locations regionally across North America.